Drone Arena, and today we're here at the Sony booth taking a look at two of new music players or Walkman that are actually announced by Sony. So this here is the WM1Z. It's a high-end music player that retails at a price of US dollar $3,999, and you also have a lower-end variant of this which retails at a price of US dollar $1,999. So both of these players come with 4-inch displays. They have a proprietary Sony operating system on it that's actually pretty easy to use and is also pretty quick compared to most other proprietary UI that comes in high-end audio players. The touchscreen also seems quite sensitive. It's a capacitive-based touchscreen and is easy to use as well as has good quality. But that's not the main thing. Since this is a Walkman and a high-end Walkman at that, it actually needs to produce good sound, and that is clearly evident thanks to the unique build. So this has an oxide-free copper casing that is actually gold-plated, and the gold color that you see here isn't actually just paint, but it's actually proper gold plating. So at the right side, you'll see that it comes with several controls. You can have the power button here, the volume up and down button, the track controls including play, pause, seek or skip, forward as well as backward. At the bottom you have the micro USB connector. You have a micro SD card slot as well that can take cards up to 128 gigs in capacity. The regular variant, the NM1A, basically comes with an aluminum chassis, while this comes with the oxide-free copper chassis that is gold-plated. Apart from that, the internal storage is also different, and in this variant you get 256 GB of internal storage, while the other variant comes with just 128 GB of internal storage. So this has a coating that allows it to be free from interference, from outside interference basically. And on the left side you have a whole button. At the top you have two headphone jacks. One is basically a 3.5mm audio jack for your regular pair of headphones, and this here is a 4.4mm headphone jack that's a balanced jack, and it's a new sort of size for headphone jacks. You normally had the 3.5mm audio jack as well as a 6.3mm audio jack, but this 4.4mm audio jack is something that's quite new. So the NM1Z is actually a bit heavier than the black version, than the aluminum version, particularly because it's actually made of copper compared to aluminum, which is much lighter. At the back you have a nice leather texture over here which prevents it from getting scratched or moving around too much when placed on a flat surface. As you can see, it has NFC, and both of it also supports Bluetooth. So Sony also introduced this new headphones called the Z1R, and it comes with 70mm dome-shaped magnesium drivers inside it, and it's really comfortable to use. It's quite big and it's not something that you would ideally carry it around, maybe on the go or something, but then again this player is also not something that you would ideally use on the go because of the weight as well as the complexity in its design. But this is really comfortable to wear as well as to use even over extended periods of listening, and it actually comes with two different connectors. So as you can see here, this is a special cable. This also has the 4.4mm audio jack size, but this is a separate cable that's not sold with the Z1R and is actually available separately. But these are tangle free. They actually have a braided design that supports much better audio quality than what you would get with the default headphone cable. So if you look here, you'll have the default headphone cable, which is a regular one that you would see in rubberized sort of form, and the two connectors go towards the other end, but this is actually removable, so you can just unscrew it and unplug it, and you can change it to the higher end quality ones if you choose to do so. So that is available separately and will be available at a higher price compared to the Z1R, which is coming. So this is made by Kimber Cable, and it's actually of a much higher length too, and this is something that you would need, especially if you're going to be plugging it into the high-end DAC that Sony has also released at IFA 2016. So let's go and take a look at the high-end DAC. So despite having such a good audio quality from both the players, the WM1Z as well as WM1A, you can actually get an amplifier as well. This is a headphone amplifier, the H1ES. That's an external amplifier for this particular music player from Sony. So they support high-res audio, and although the quality is good, this amplifier brings the quality to a whole new level, since there's always more scope for improvement in terms of audio. So as you can see here, there's a bunch of different inputs. You have the regular input, which is a 3.5mm audio jack. You have the unbalanced input as well, and the balanced input. You have a 6.3mm audio jack as well over here, and you even have an XLR input, which is something that's really good. So you have a volume knob here, you have various other settings such as the power, input, output, source, you have the gain, you have the main menu and stuff like that. So this supports high resolution audio, and the quality drastically improves when you connect it to this amplifier, and this is made especially for this particular amplifier, this particular music player, sorry, even though you can actually use it with almost anything else. And as you can see, there's even a separate charging port that comes from this, so the music player can be powered through this if you don't want to actually use the battery in this all the time. So overall, the music player, the WM1Z is actually pretty good in terms of audio quality, but I'm not sure if it is the best pair of earphones and the best music player I've actually ever heard. Sound quality is pretty good, and it's much better than what you would get with typical headphones, even a high-end headphone. This is something that is in the pro audiophile category for sure, but I'm not really sure if it's worth the asking price of $3,999 that Sony is asking for this. It's still a good headset, and it's something that really impresses at IFA 2016, but would I go for it? Not sure. So that was a quick look at the new Walkman series from Sony, along with the headphone amplifier and headphones, the Z1R from IFA 2016. If you like this video, do hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.